What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? Hey, Nate, what is the last letter in the alphabet?
Z.
What is the second to last letter in the alphabet?
Why?
Because I asked you.
Because you asked me what?
What's the second letter in the alphabet? Last letter in the alphabet?
It is the letter Y.
Because I asked you, dude.
Because you asked me what? Oh, the letter Y. Yeah, it's Y. Was it a bad joke? And you just thought it was.
Of course, it's a bad joke. That's the bit.
Y.
All right, let's just go ahead and start the show.
Okay.
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another new comic book day video for you, as always. But it is for the week of October 19th. We are halfway through October
Already.
Jeez. Anyway, this pull isn't as beefy as last week, but there are some notable hits.
Thank goodness, though.
Yeah, right. Last week
Needed just a little bit of a break.
Well, just a tiny bit. But that being said, we've got some, like I said, some notable hits, and we've got some other books that, just I don't know why they're still there, but we'll figure it out. Also, just to let you know, we have changed up the format when it comes to what books we start off with first. We are going purely alphabetical. We'll start with Marvel, then DC, and then we'll end on our independents. So let us know down in the comments. Do you like that, or would you just rather go back to starting with our X books? Let us know if the chaos makes sense. And as always, before we start, make sure to share out this video, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, ring that bell. It really helps out the channel and gets us in front of more eyeballs, because we want more people to know about the good word Two Fat Guys Pull Us. Let's get started.
One thing this show needs, it's more balls.
More balls, please.
Eyeballs.
Next, right, let's get started. First up, we have Alien, issue number 2 from Philip Kennedy Johnson. Dope cover.
Dope cover, and was a good restart to the series. I thought that it felt a little weird that we were doing another volume, but it really does just feel like we're just kind of shifting tones a little bit. But I think if you're a fan of the first volume, or if you're a fan of the show at all, especially if you're more of a Aliens fan versus Alien, it is. It's horror. It does both versions well. Like, it does the suspenseful, creepy, you're expecting something to happen horror well, but it also does the really gruesome guts horror well. So
Gotta love the guts.
Gotta love the guts.
All right, after that, we have The Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, issue number 61. Yep, purely sticking with this just to see it through. I'm not enjoying it, and I read the synopsis for this issue, and I was like, huh? But,
Huh?
we've been building, Aaron has been building to this massive, epic Avenger event that we will be getting sooner than later. I'm ready for it to end. I think every time this book comes up, I'm like, I'm ready for it to end. And really, what it is, it was really fun at the beginning of his run when it was like, oh, we're just thrown into this thing, and, by the end of it, we'll figure out what actually happened. And it's just, what are we on, the 8th arc of this kind of storytelling? Yeah, probably. It's time to end. It's time to end, and he needs to move on. Unless he wants to write a Valkyrie series, which I would have no problem with.
See, at this point, I don't know. I think I'd rather just Torun Grumbeck do that.
Oh yeah, well, but she's probably going to write Thor here soon. But we'll get to that. All right, after that, we've got Crypt of Shadows, issue number 1. This is a one-off But Ewing is involved, which I'm super stoked about. I really bought it because out of the characters that I see on the cover, I really dig Moon Knight. I really like Wolverine. I know Blade's daughter is probably in this book. Bloodshed, I think, is her name. I can't remember the name of the
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone. I don't know. I'm not usually one for like gimmicky werewolf vampire issues, but Moon Knight has really shifted that paradigm for me.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm interested. I'm expecting a silly goose time here. I'm not expecting anything to make waves or massive changes to Marvel continuity. I'm here for a good time. Yeah.
Yep, I can agree. And actually, this one was a definite no for me, but since it's getting paired up with a lighter week, I think and it's spooky season. It is October. I might pick this one up.
Might have a chance. A little day of decision.
Yeah, decision.
All right. After that, we've got another Al Ewing book, and that is Defenders Beyond issue number 4. And it happened. Issue 3 happened, and we were both like, "What?
What's happening?
Are we doing this again? Are we having this massive shift in tone and narrative to the point where we don't know what the fuck is going on?" Sorry, comic book shop, but at the end of the 3rd issue, we got introduced to a character who was, cemented in Marvel history, but to the point where neither of us were like, deep dive, let's go. Who is this? And it looks like we're pushing forward in that sense. So the question has to be asked. I know this is what? Is this a 5-issue mini? I think it is a 5-issue.
Which
either, yeah. So what mystery that has not been solved is Al Ewing about to solve at the end of 5, where we're both going, what? And I really hope that's not the case, but it's starting to look like that since issue 3.
Yes, but I'm remaining optimistic.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
And why I'm remaining optimistic? Because of this gorgeous cover, like this absolutely bomb ass cover. Oh, you don't agree?
No. I'm saying there's nothing wrong. I think the artwork.
I know that
fantastic.
you're talking about two totally different things. But what I'm saying is, I have hope because even with an issue like issue 3, where we started to delve back and started going, I don't understand what's going on here. The art in that issue was still so good that to me it was a value. So I still feel like maybe that was a little bit of a hiccup on Al Ewing's end, but we'll get back to it.
I don't think it's a hiccup. You're right. It's a hiccup for us. For him, he's like, I'm in my sandbox. I'm playing. If you don't get it, then fuck you. Right. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just want to be smarter. I feel dumb. But whatever. It's comics, right? All right. After that, we have Cantwell's penultimate issue of Iron Man issue number 24. Again, this is another one of these, like, it started off really strong. The first arc was amazing. It was super long. And now we've got these 5 issues that we're just trying to, just so we can get a thick enough hardcover to sell at, a certain price. And that's kind of how this story feels. I know a lot of people are digging, the last little arc here, this little mini arc, because it's delving back into Iron Man's kind of weapons, getting rid of espionage kind of thing. And that's great. It's lost me. So really, I'm buying it for the Alex Ross cover. I'm buying it to just complete the set. But who knows? Maybe something gets dropped here that we're both like, oh, here we go, But since we've dropped Hellcat, I don't know. I just, in the cosmicness of it, we're getting back to our roots. It just feels very in a box, if you will.
I don't know. I would say that what it feels like more to me and what our viewers have been telling us is that it is much more old school throwback Iron Man, and I just don't think that's our thing.
I don't think you're right. Yeah,
but but that's a hard way to judge Iron Man, because like sometimes you just got to do that for the hardcore Iron Man fans. So
no, for sure, totally. I will try my hardest to not be negative. All right, after that, let's talk about a book that we're both super stoked about, and that's Moon Knight issue number 16 from McKay. This book has been super fun. The last issue we dealt with Moon Knight kind of taking ownership of his multiple personalities and telling him who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
Did it work? We don't know. And we're fighting this other foe, these foes who are kind of a mystery, mystery foes that we got introduced to like 2 issues ago. I'm still digging this, and I will say right now, this is a potential pick of the week if we do, if we have multiple, like one for Marvel, one for DC, one for Independence. I think this is where my Marvel will probably land.
Yeah, this is always high on the release, or high on the list for potential picks of the week. So I
For sure.
expect it to stay exactly the same.
Exactly. All right, after that, we've got Thor, issue number 28. Story by Cates, writing and story by Ewing. I was not impressed, unfortunately, with 27. And, this is the end of this little arc between the 2 kings. And I don't know if it's because I'm just disconnected with Venom currently with Al Ewing and Ram V's run. Probably, but I'm just, when you say Donny Cates is going to get to write Venom again, and then the dude ghosts, and whatever reason is justified, my expectations just go straight down the dump. I don't know, man. I'm really worried about Thor. I know that Groenbeck is going to take over after this, and I'm super stoked for that. And it's got me wondering, how long will Cates be around for Marvel, really? And that kind of sucks, like, because I want to give Groenbeck, when we get to her this next issue, her due, but I'm frustrated right now.
Yeah, I'm also frustrated with Salvador LaRocca being on this book too. So this is really just a pickup for the collection. So I don't have a 2-issue hole.
Right. Cover's great. Cover looks amazing. I think this is
Nick Klein covers are great, and Nick Klein will be back on the interiors with Groenbeck. So
I'm very excited for that. All right, after that, we have X-Force. This is a Judgment Day tie-in.
Is this technically the only Judgment Day tie-in?
Yeah, technically, yes.
And it's not even really.
Now, if you were here for our live show last week, you will have heard my rant about X-Force and Wolverine, and you will know that I am officially dropping Wolverine because if you're going to be in X-Force, you don't need your own fucking book. I'm sorry. Like, you're not Batman. I'm sorry, Wolverine. Like, I love you to death, dude, but you just deserve one book. And it's, when you're reading X-Force and you're reading Wolverine side by side, it's the same book. The words are literally the same, just different characters. And I'm like, all right, I can have one Benjamin Percy book, not the other. So I'm sticking with X-Force. I did like X-Force last week, and I'm sure this story arc will finish pretty cool, but I know I kind of turned that into a rant. But I am looking forward to this. It does feel like the book is getting back to its roots and being more, espionage-esque rather than just a tie-in every other issue because events are falling from the sky from Marvel. All right, after that, we have X-Men issue number 16 from Gerry and Cassara. Duggan, Gerry is moving the needle here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited. I think this arc is running. It would appear that it's gonna run all the way to 17, I think, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I was, the
18 has been solicited.
18. Okay, then. Well, then let's go, Gerry. Like, issue 15 was fantastic. Forge goes into the vault in some kind of technology that doesn't allow him to age, but the children are there and they see him enter the vault, and I am super curious.
Surprisingly enough, I am too, and I actually will be picking up this issue.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I had dropped it, but I at the very least will be picking up this issue because 1, I want to see what's going on with Children of the Vault. 2, Forge literally strapping Caliban to his chest like a weapon armor piece is fucking genius. I love it. So
yeah. It's a very Donny Cates move.
It is a very Donny Cates move.
Hey, I'm interrupting the video because I have something important to tell you. I know you know about our sub giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. This one right here. I know you know about that one because we talk about it all the time. But did you know we're giving away a slab at 750 subscribers? That's right. We're giving away this second printing of Silver Surfer Black issue number 1 with Null on the cover. when we hit 750 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's jump over to DC with World's Finest issue number 8. This is going to be my potential pick of the week for DC. It always is. This book is fantastic. I really enjoyed the setup of this new character, coming from an alternate reality where Gotham was like kind of the Krypton and blew up, and this kid lost his parents. It was a crazy arc. This book is just fantastic. The writing in it is great. The artwork is fantastic. It just, everything melds together. And the minute Dan Mora leaves this book is when this book probably dies.
It's not. Just quit saying that. He's not going to leave the book. Also, if you're a key chaser, I would suggest probably picking this up as well, because the previous issue was the first appearance of what's his name? David.
I don't remember the name.
David.
David.
It's the first appearance of David, but it's not technically the first appearance of Boy Thunder. So this is the first appearance of him suited up as Boy Thunder. So if that's your thing, go ahead and pick it up. Don't pay over cover price for it though.
Heck no.
This character's not going to be anything. But.
Though it's interesting to see, last week we had Robin versus Batman, or Batman versus Robin. I don't know how it goes. And they made an in continuity reference to what happened in World's Finest in Batman versus Robin, which was kind of cool. So like, I think that's how we're going to kind of see how World's Finest kind of works into current continuity in DC, which it's really fun to kind of see that. It makes you kind of feel like you've read something that somebody doesn't know about, and you gotta go check it out. I'm like, oh man, I've been on this since day 1, dude. Like issue 1. So anyway. All right. After that, we have Nightwing issue 97. No, this is coming off of a massive, huge revelation issue in 96, where Blockbuster essentially finds out that Dick Grayson is Nightwing, and then promptly gets killed by Heartbeat. Right?
Heartless.
What's his name? Heartless. That was a freaking awesome issue. So I am super stoked for Nightwing, and I will say it now. This issue is up for contention against World's Finest for potential pick of the week. DC's got it hard this week.
Yeah, they've actually got some good things going. We've had a little bit of a hiccup with them, but I feel like these are
both for sure.
Both probably the strongest DC books right now.
Absolutely. All right, we're jumping over to Independence with Boom Studios' Wind, Thorn in the Sky, issue number 3 from James Tynion the Fourth. This is probably, I don't know. Again, this is
certainly my most anticipated book.
Oh,
it's not even close.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. We just get so much value in these Wind books from James and Boom. Whatever the page count is, it's always high, no ads, straight up story. My only criticism is I want more lore, and we talked about that last time in issue 2. And I hope we get a little bit here. That would be really nice to get a little bit more lore from James Tynion, because like it's clearly available, right? We just need to find the pages, which, if you're going to stuff this book with however many pages it is, do it, or get another writer on it and share your notes.
Yeah. This is just me doing a little bit of speculating, but the 1 in 25 cover actually has one of the Raven people, like the actual, what looks like when he started to transform. A fully transformed one. But it looks very large, so I don't imagine it's supposed to be like a rendering of Wind. So I wonder if we finally see another appearance of one of these winged races that we haven't seen for a while.
The winged ones.
The winged ones. That would certainly be a big push in the lore direction.
I'm down. I'm totally down. All right, let's jump over to Image, and we kick it off with Public Domain from Chip Zdarsky, issue number 5. It's been settled. The Dallas family has the rights to their comic book character. They're going to get to self-publish. I'm sure there are disputes on the horizon with the previous writer and probably the sportsbookie guys that were taking out our main character. How long does this go? Is this the last issue? I can't
tell. This is the last issue.
All right, so this is the last issue. if I feel like I know how Chip's gonna end it, it's not gonna end well. I feel like it's gonna end a bloody mess. And I know this book has already been released on Substack, and a lot of people already know how it's gonna end. But I'm gonna make a stupid prediction and say that someone's gonna die at the end of this book. That's just my guess.
Interesting guess.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. After that, we end the show with The Silver Coin, issue number 15 from Michael Walsh himself. He is writing it and drawing it. Usually he does these to wrap up this certain arc. And I think this is the third arc we're on when it comes to Silver Coin. And these issues usually just slap hard. And I will say that this will be another contender for potential pick of the week, just because every time Walsh ends up writing one of these things, we just get a major info dump, but in a very elegant way. And I can just see him tying everything together again in this third arc to make the whole mythos of the coin just really come together.
So we actually get some insight into the story here. The firefighter that is on the cover, we see him apparently in story backgrounds. I believe he's in the first issue with the concert and the fire. And then he's also in the diner one as well. The diner one eventually goes up in flames. The older lady, I think, lights the kitchen on fire before they eat her.
Right.
So then we see him dead in the last issue, which had a bunch of our previous characters in it. And so what the solicitation is telling us is that we're going to see what exactly happens to him between seeing him at the concert, seeing him at the diner where he picks up the coin, and then how he ends up dead.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I was very hesitant when we first picked this book up, and because I'm just not a big horror fan, but man, Silver Coin has been fantastic. It's usually one of the books that I read after Wednesday, like one of the first books I read, like in the light, because it does freak me out, but it's really, really good.
It is very good.
All right, that's going to do it for the week of October 19th for New Comic Book Day. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you reading first? And what's your potential pick of the week? And also let us know, like, did we miss something? We've got, it's not such of a big week this week, so I'm sure we missed something really cool that everyone's talking about in the comic book universe. As always, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, give us a like. It will help us tremendously to get this show growing and getting the word out that we are the best YouTube channel for comics ever. And so just let us know, let us know if we're doing, actually let us know in the comments. Are we the best? Are we the best? We're the best. You don't have to do that. Anyway, we'll catch you guys live this Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube, where we'll talk about all of these books. Just catch us live, and we'll talk some comics, we'll answer some questions, and we'll just hang out. It's all good. So as always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. We'll catch you in the next one.